Welcome back to another one of my videos. This video is about personal and impersonal conceptions of the absolute truth. In the personal conception of the absolute truth, we look at it as the absolute truth being within us, not something outside of us that we can see or that we can experience outside of us, which Krishna is those things. But the thing is, it's about us seeing Krishna within us rather than through something outside of us, honestly. And then when we look at the impersonal perspective, they see it as Krishna being outside of you or not being within you. But the thing is, there's actually a similarity between these two that connect them. The connection between these two, the personal and the impersonal aspects of the Supreme Absolute Truth, what connects them is the fact that they're both looking towards the Supreme Absolute Truth. So, Krishna, they're both looking towards Krishna in the end. So, it's not a matter of who's right or who's wrong. It's a matter of how much you love God and how much you love Krishna. Because either way, no matter how you see him, he still just wants you to love him. Now, the definition of personal is of or concerning one's private life, relationships, and emotions rather than matters connected with one's public or professional career. And this means that, like, what this is saying is that the personal aspect or the personal way of seeing Krishna is through relationships, emotions, and your private life with Krishna, like the things you do on your own with Krishna. Like when you, as a devotee, we chant every day, but we do that whenever we feel the need to connect to him or reconnect to him or like, or to feel him again when we want to experience his presence. That's why we chant. It's to call upon the energy of Krishna. Now, the impersonalist conception of the absolute truth is seeing Krishna as all these forms, right? You see all these forms around you and you think, I am one with those forms. I am one with these forms of Krishna. And you think this is unity consciousness or God consciousness. And it is a part of unity consciousness, but it's not the way to love and serve Krishna. If you're looking to love Krishna or love God, then this is not the way to do it. But I'm going to go into more detail about the impersonalist conception. So, the impersonalist conception, it's like you see all these forms around you, and you think to yourself, all of this is Krishna. And it's impersonal because you're looking outside of yourself to see Krishna rather than seeing that Krishna's within you as the super soul. And that's the difference. It's that it's a personal conception rather than an impersonal conception. And what's important is that you have that personal conception. Because otherwise, you wouldn't be open to the experiences that Krishna is willing to provide you. The definition of impersonal is not existing as a person, having no personality. And when we say Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, we're stating directly that God has a personality and that it's Krishna. And so that's why the impersonal perspective is of that idea. It's that Krishna isn't a person, that he isn't personal to you, that he isn't, one with you or experiencing you as you're experiencing him. Like that conception is the correct one, but people aren't believing in it because they don't know about it and they don't know that it's possible. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, text 27, it states, And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. He literally says right here, and I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman. He is the basis of impersonalism and personalism. But people don't see that. They don't see that when they're practicing the impersonal perspective or the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, they don't see that they're actually practicing the personal conception through the impersonal conception. It's a little secret. Next, in the Bhagavad Gita, it states, Chapter 7, Text 21, I am in everyone's heart as the Supersoul. As soon as one desires to worship some demigod, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to that particular deity. And he says straight up, he says, I am in everyone's heart as the Supersoul. He says he's in everyone. So honestly, like, why would you even believe in an impersonal conception of the absolute truth? If he's saying directly, if Krishna himself is saying this, and he's saying, I am seated within you, then why are you believing that he's not? Why are you believing that he's outside of you? These are good questions to ask yourself. Why believe in an impersonal God when God is personal to everyone? And when everyone can have a personal relationship with him through, you know, chanting. Chanting, all the forms of devotional service, all of those things are ways to further your relationship with Krishna, but also impersonalists and personalists are not different. They're not different because, like I said earlier, they follow the same goal. They have the same goal in mind. They believe in Krishna. They put faith in Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, text 17, it states, Although the Supersoul appears to be divided among all beings, he is never divided. He is situated as one. Although he is the maintainer of every living entity, it is to be understood that he devours and develops all. He says, although the Supersoul appears to be divided among all beings, which the Supersoul, you may think that he's divided because he's put into every single soul. But the thing is, he is never divided because he is one. He says he is situated as one. He is one because he's the supreme person. Krishna is the supreme person. And if you look back at what the definition of impersonal was, not existing as a person, having no personality. So to be a person, we must have a personality. So God as the supreme person and Krishna as the supreme person must have a personality. Thus, it is possible to have a personal relationship with him. If you're interested in my work or what I do, you can reach out to me or you can click the link in my bio and get your first free session. Hare Krishna and goodbye.